Chapter 3 The Wise Lesson. Once there lived a rich man in a village. He had a lot of property, several houses, and hundreds of acres of fertile land. He amassed great wealth, yet he was very gentle. He treated others as he wanted himself to be treated by them. He never disgraced or rebuffed anyone. He was honest, sincere, and respectful. He was full of sympathy for orphans, widows, and the poor people. He always helped them with money and food. He opened hospitals and shelters for the needy people. Once a terrible famine broke out. There was scarcity of food grains. The rich man did not like to sell his grains at the outset of famine because he wanted to help the poor people when the grains would not be available to them. One day, all his 4 sons came to him and requested him to allow them to sell the grains. At first, the rich man refused, but on their repeated request, he allowed them to do so. He told them, however, to sell it at a cheaper rate. They agreed and it was sold off in a short time. The rich man went to a goldsmith with the money they earned and bought gold for it. He got it molded into a brick with his name engraved on it. He took his sons with him to the sea where he threw the gold brick into the water. His sons were very surprised and sad at their father's behavior and took him as a lunatic. They reapproached him and blamed that they were robbed of their wealth and made poor. He simply smiled at their words. Even other people remarked that the old man had gone mad. He turned a deaf ear to all of them. After some time, he fell seriously ill. A physician came to him and prescribed mutton and custard pudding for his diet. He felt a little better. After a few days, the physician prescribed him fish diet. The rich man engaged a fisherman for 1 rupee per day to supply him with fresh fish every morning. He enjoyed it every day and started recovering steadily. One day it so happened that the sea became stormy and the tides were fast approaching the shore when the same fisherman caught a big fish. Curiously, he brought it to his master, who was very pleased to see such a large fish. He asked him to cut it in his presence. To the astonishment of all the people present there, the same cold brick with the rich man's name on it was found inside its stomach. At this, the rich man told his sons that they thought he had wasted his wealth by throwing it into the sea, but he had been all along quite confident of getting it back as his money was earned honestly. All were pleased to learn the lesson of honesty, which was thus practically illustrated. They always remembered him for his wisdom. The rich man too recovered in a short time.